what's up, Taurus? So we're going to do an energy check for the next 7 days. If it does resonate, please let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, Taurus, for your 7-day message. Now, this could already be something that happened already, but this is what it's coming into for your message. We got Fated Encounter for your first oracle card. Then you got Birds of a Feather Flock Together. Then you got Dodging Your Own Growth and Standards. Listen, Taurus, with a Fated Encounter, is very heavy on that you're going to be realizing that the person that you've dated in the past, or you're dating now, or people like friends, or a certain group of people that you were once connected to, are all are orchestrated within tarnishing you in some way, making your life a living hell, really not being the best friend or partner. Okay? You're noticing as well that it's like they're all orchestrated with each other in some way, but they're the same people that sit next to each other, bump shoulders, that talk about each other. There's something that's very significant and heavy with that. 7 of Wands. Now, with the other tarot cards that I was using before this deck, you had 2 7 of Wands cards that came out. So something very heavy with competition, strife, rivalry. But it's like competition is very, the people are very, like the people that you were once connected to, lovers, friends, was very competitive with you and your energy. And that may have stunted your growth in the past with dodging your own growth and standards. It's something with you now having like an eye-opening, like wake-up call, that you're realizing that you would be more far in life if you didn't have some type of like, if you did not even entertain these energies, Taurus. You're taking accountability, Taurus, for something here. Whereas like, damn, I would have had that job still if I did not entertain this motherfucker, or this bitch that's sitting in the left of me every day. It's something here with that. It's something like, oh, I could have been done with my college degree if I wasn't entertaining and running around with such and such. It's given that as well. I would have had my business that I always wanted to open. It's something like that that you're really pondering about. Okay, you could be depressed. I had pulled out the depressed card. We're going to reshuffle some cards here, but you're fighting some spiritual warfare, possibly, Taurus, with the Magician being in the reverse. I asked to clarify what the Magician was, like who's doing this. It's 2 of Cups. That's a lover. It could be somebody that you're married to, either started a new relationship with, or somebody that is equal give and take with the attraction. Like, you could still be attracted to somebody that you were once connected to in the past. I do see a handful of yous that is still connected to somebody here, like a lover. And that's where the fated encounter comes through, is that you were meant to bump into this person for a reason, Taurus. Yeah. I have these cards all weird. Hierophant. You're coming out in your own read, Taurus, with the Hierophant being in the reverse. You want to free yourself from some type of situation here. And you did end up freeing yourself. Because with the 4 of Wands here, you may have left home or transitioned. Okay, so if you were once living with this person, you're no longer living with them. Okay, you went through some type of big transition to get away and free yourself from some type of situation where you noticed that you were being spiritually attacked, or was going underneath some type of heavy like fight situation with people, arguments around people. having a lot of disagreements, and you could, right now, I feel like the spiritual warfare, the reason why it's coming out, Taurus, is because it's amping up this month for you. Because with the death card being here, somebody doesn't want to let something go. Somebody has a fear of change. This is somebody that likes to stay in stuck, the same situations, the same patterns. They don't want to close shit out, even though they know it's unhealthy, with the death card being in the reverse. They also could be using friends with the Hierophant here, where it's like they could be attached to some type of organization where you had to free yourself. They could be using a friend to spiritually attack you. That's where the birds of a feather flock together. It could be many people here that's been orchestrated to attack you left and right, to throw you off balance. But I'm seeing here is all orchestrated in regards to a lover. It could be a water sign, it could be an earth sign, or it could be an air or a fire sign. You got every element here, though. But don't be hung up on the elements, okay? Because it could be anybody here. You have to use your own discernment when doing this, but I feel like somebody's realizing and coming to a conclusion that the people that they've had around them is really not the best individuals. We got Capricorn so far. Pisces, Cancer, coming out heavy in the read. As well as Gemini. 4 of Pentacles is here because you got 4 of Pentacles. Somebody is being possessive over you. They don't want to let you go with the 4 of Pentacles. You withdrawn from this situation. You withdrawn. Okay, like you're possibly not even communicating with this person. If you're communicating with them and like, let's say that, like, you don't even have to be at a distance with this person. You could still be with this person, but it's like you have no real reason to even communicate with them at this time. Somebody is doing some type of psychological warfare. Like, I did have the depression card to come out for you. Then I had, when I used my deck, before I re-recorded this, I had Psych Ward. And then I had, what else did I have? I might have to do those cards again. Somebody's throwing psychological warfare at you in chaos magic, okay? To make you feel ugly, to make you feel that you're not able to be worthy of even living. You definitely withdrawn from this situation. Where it has made you feel some, like, you may be, I had detox come out earlier. Somebody could be retreating, okay? This sounds like a very similar message that I had for Taurus like months ago. All right, what else for Taurus? Pride before the fall. Well, pride before the ... And give thanks and gratitude. I feel like you are going to meet somebody this month that's going to help you fight some type of spiritual warfare. Okay? You may already know this person. They're going to help you fight off some type of energy that's being thrown at you. It's psychological warfare, Taurus. Pride before the fall. This person may feel like they won. They didn't fucking win nothing. Okay? Make sure that you give thanks and gratitude towards your ancestors and the divine and the most high, whatever your higher power is, because you are going to be fighting something off. It's going to be very, listen, if you're not used to spiritual warfare at first, it's really going to fuck you up. But it's only gearing you up to be as powerful as you should, that you are, Taurus, because listen, when you pulling on a bull's tail, what the fuck do people, what do they expect? That's what I always tell people. You keep pulling on a bull's tail, the Taurus's tail, a bull. These motherfuckers will come charging with you with everything that they have. So there's something here that's very prominent with These people are going to fuck around and find out how powerful the Taurus really fucking is. That's what's given. That's what's given. Investigation. Somebody is one of the individuals that is currently throwing some negative energy at you is being investigated very heavy. I'm getting by the Feds. It's Feds is FBI type shit. All right. They're being investigated. Whoever this is, one of the individuals, because it's many people here, Taurus. They're orchestrated. Okay. It could be like a cult. It could be like it's like a family organization, something like that. Like, it's very heavy on that. They're being investigated though. So it's like as soon as the Taurus fights back and puts on this heavy armor, I'm seeing it's going to amp up pretty heavy this month for you, Taurus, though. But it's going to make you stronger. Death card. Something is fucking done, but I'm also getting, you got 2 deaths here. One in the reverse because somebody can't let it go. But death card, you're going to be fucking done. But with the death card, the investigation could actually deal with somebody here that unalived somebody or helped orchestrate some type of you know what I mean? Some type of death card situation. That's heavy on that. Somebody is being investigated for something that happened in the past where somebody was unalived or wanted to unalive somebody. Vessel. That's the second time that came out when I was doing your read, when I was editing it. Okay. I had done another spread, but I didn't like the way that my camera was facing, so I did it over again. This is the second time this came out. Somebody here doesn't have a vessel. They literally don't have a vessel. It's like something has taken over their fucking body. Like, at this point, it doesn't even need to be this person, but it could be your lover or somebody that you were once connected to in love. They don't have a vessel. They can't show emotion. They don't have no emotion. You look at this person, their eyes are fucking black. I'm seeing somebody's eyes black as fuck with the no vessel. And then on top of that, they're down low at the same time. They operate in their shadow. This person puts on a front that they walk the light. Oh, the light. No, bitch. You are 100% in the shadow, which we all have shadows. We all walk with our shadow. We all walk out with our shadow. But in order to integrate, this person is not fucking integrated with their light or their shadow. All they know how to do is operate in their shadow. They don't know shit about integrating. And I get here that they talk a big game when it comes to integration. No, bitch, you don't know nothing about integrating. Because you would actually realize that doing this is unwarranted and it's fucking stupid. And it's getting you caught up with being an investigated, and it's being caught up with the fucking death card. But Taurus, that has nothing to do with you at this time. Now, does it? This person has created their own karma. How are you going to do it? You created your own karma. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen that shit. But it come out in these cards. It's been a while since I physically actually said it. But somebody has actually created their own karma. Taurus, in order to beat something off when it comes to the psychological warfare, it's psychological. You got somebody doing psychological warfare and chaos magic. Okay? You're not hexed. Okay? But you got to be careful when you are trying to figure out. I just seen 444. That might be an angel number that you could be seeing. You got to be careful when you are determining when somebody is doing something to you. Because with psychological warfare and chaos magic, there is a way that you can actually hex yourself because you are so focused on one individual doing it to you, or having the wrong person do, like you're pointing fingers at the wrong people or person, or you're just saying it so much, right? I see somebody really thinks that somebody hexed them. You might actually be hexing yourself due to somebody doing some type of psychological warfare on you, or chaos magic. Just be careful. There's something with hexing and you actually not pinpointing the right thing or person. Okay? That had to be said. I don't know why I was going off rip with that, but that had to be said. There's something here, Taurus, where you might feel like you got cursed or hexed. No, you got to be careful with that. Because you might actually be... Listen, you don't want to do it to yourself. So stop talking like that and start working on how you can beat this shit here. Because somebody is using many people to attack somebody here. And is amping up this month. I'm getting. It's very heavy on the amp up this month. Grow the fuck up, okay? Because once that Taurus comes charging through like a bull, all right, you pulling on somebody's tail over and over and over again. That bull's going to come charging. That energy is going to charge back at you, and it's going to come fast as fuck. It's not going to come slowly. All right, peace out.